This is Cistus skanbergii, pink rock rose. And as you can see here, it has beautiful pink flowers. These are about an inch in diameter with a yellow center. And they occur typically in our area. We're in Northern California. These usually occur in April, May, and into June. So it has a nice long bloom cycle. I would say 6 to 10 weeks or so, plus or minus. It really seems to depend on the weather pattern and how that develops. I like this shot you're seeing right here. This is in Monterey, California, right near the ocean, just a couple hundred yards from the beach actually. And why I like to show you this planting is this is how Cistus skanbergii naturally grows. For what I can tell, these have never been touched since they were planted. They're probably 4 feet at their highest point, and they're 6 to 8 feet wide. And that's pretty much, if you just let these go, what you would expect them to do. Also, you can see when it pans back out that it's kind of an irregular mound. It's not a real smooth, clean kind of a thing, and if you wanted to tidy it up, you certainly can. Although I find that a lot of these drier type of plants that like dry conditions don't love to be pruned, but Cistus is a bit of an exception to that. I've seen people go at these pretty hard and they handled it just fine. But what's unique about this as the Rockrose family goes is this very clear soft pink color. You know, a lot of the like Cistus purpureus and Cistus sunset have these intense kind of fuchsia colorings, and the soft pink is unique to my understanding anyway to Cistus skanbergii. So Cistus as a family is drought tolerant, deer tolerant. Their leaves are very oily, they're kind of crinkled, and this one actually has a nice greener leaf. Some of these are fairly gray green, and there is some gray in this, but you can see some bright green in there as well. And the buds are very fuzzy or tomentose. As we get in there, you see that kind of gray hue. That's the fuzz on the buds. So again, these bloom in spring, late spring, early summer, and like coastal conditions, they are native to the Mediterranean, this family is. So that's something to think about in terms of if they're native to that, what do they like? They're used to no water or very little water during the summer months. So in California, we don't get any native rain for about 5 months during the summer, and late spring all the way until fall, and these handle that fine. If you're irrigating these, it's good to establish them on drip irrigation, and then eventually you can kind of abandon that, and these tend to handle our weather just fine. Now these are coastal, the ones you're looking at now, and it's a much cooler summer condition than if you were in an inland valley like I am. If you're going to go inland, I would say that these would benefit from some irregular water during the summer, maybe every couple of weeks or so, just to kind of bridge the gap and deal with the added heat that we have here. I think in terms of design, as I said, these spread out quite a bit. I would plant these probably 4 to 5 feet on center. I'm impatient, so I don't really want to wait 4 to 5 years for this to spread out 6 feet or more. And I would also probably tidy this occasionally, and when one of those mounds starts to rise up, I'd probably take that off. But if you like what you're seeing here in terms of the form, you see here again a high point. You've got these low flowers in the foreground and then a high point in the background. That's so common for this plant. So deer resistant, drought resistant, tolerant of many soils, prefers good drainage. And then I'm going to show you some other plants that it looks good with here coming up. And enjoy. That's Cistus skanbergii, pink rock rose.